What up, y'all? This your boy Sherman, boss man. Just wanted to talk to y'all about something I seen the other day on channel 42. So this dude on here, Tom Becka. You know, Fox 42, it comes on, channel 42, whatever, cable. At 9 o'clock, the news come on at 9. The news that nobody watches. I don't even see how they still got a news channel on. Nobody that I know watches Fox 42 News at 9 o'clock. Anyway, they had a segment, this dude Tom Becka, talking about a Black Lives Matter movement that's going on, or a rally that's being held in Lincoln.
Tomorrow afternoon, there will be a Black Lives Matter rally on the campus of the University of Nebraska at Lincoln. Tonight on Becca's Beat, Tom thinks that the message should expand.
Right there. Problem number one. Tom thinks. Tom. Who's Tom? Tom. Your name is Tom, bro. Tom. That means that Tom ain't got no business speaking on nothing that got to do with black people. Your name is Tom, bro. Tom. Tom is your name. Tom. Soon as he turned in that report and said Tom did it, they shouldn't have had it aired. Tom did it. Tom. Oh, no, Tom ain't got shit. Tom don't know nothing about black people. Tom ain't got no business talking about this.
So more people believe that their lives matter too. So there's going to be a rally. It's going to shed light on racism on campus and make people aware of some of the problems African Americans deal with. Look, I'm a white male born in America. I know that's the golden ticket.
Okay. Right there. Interview should have been over. The whole segment should have been over. I'm a white man born in white America. That's the golden ticket. How in the hell will you ever be able to understand what it's like being a black person in America when your ancestor was planked on a ship and forced to come live here? You ain't got no business speaking on this. You'll never be black. You'll never understand the black struggle. You're a white man from your own lips. You a white man born in white America with the golden ticket. And you don't have a neck. Your head is sitting right on your shoulders.
I do realize that some black people do have problems, though, and issues that I don't have to deal with as a white male.
You damn right.
Having said that, I believe that the Black Lives Matter crowd need to expand their focus. Not only do white people need to know that Black Lives Matter, many African Americans are living in poverty and crime, and they need to know that their lives matter too.
So I'm with you. We do need to know Black Lives Matter too. A lot of black people. There's tons of black murders that's happening right now. Crazy shootings and shit that's going on that ain't got no business happening. But that's a whole nother subject, and how we got to that mindset and that situation that's going on right now. That's a whole nother subject that we just don't have time to talk about right now, Tom.
Too many young black males turn to crime. There are 745,000 black men in prison right now. Now, many of them might not be if they can afford better lawyers.
I wonder if having a better lawyer would have saved Trayvon Martin for being black, walking around with a hoodie on. I wonder if having a better lawyer would have saved Eric Garner. I wonder if Mike Brown had a better lawyer, had been able to stop that cop from executing him in the middle of the street and them leaving his body there for hours. I wonder if Jamar Clark from Minnesota just recently got choked the fuck out. I mean, not choked out, but got shot in the back of his head or in the back for being black, handcuffed already. I wonder if he had a lawyer that would have saved his life.
And perhaps they could afford better lawyers if they had put a higher priority on education.
Hold on one second. A higher priority on education. Bro, you know how many times I got my ass whooped if I didn't go to school? We had a high priority on education. Going to school wasn't an issue. If I missed the bus, I had to walk to school. And most black people, we had to go to school. So, going to school wasn't an issue. It was how we was judged at these schools. It's how we was judged on our way to schools and the things that happened. It was the environment that we lived in our neighborhoods that turned us to the life of crime. Do you realize that no matter what way we walk out of our house, north, south, east, or west, we gonna run into liquor stores? Do you realize that? That is ridiculed with all kind of drugs and crime going on in the area. So having a high priority in school wasn't a problem. It was our parents not being able to get the good jobs Because we was born into an era of crack cocaine thanks to Ronald Reagan. That's another topic. You got good times running and setting a bad name for all the black people in America. So yeah, growing up for me anyway, it was rough, bro. School was a high priority. But it wasn't the fact of going to school. School didn't pay the bills. So you turned to a life of crime for fast money. Because fast money is what kept you fed. Fast money is what put a roof over your head.
By putting a higher priority on education, they probably wouldn't have gotten in trouble in the first place. 75% of crimes committed in the U.S. are committed by high school dropouts. Not every high school dropout, obviously, is black. But almost 10% of African American high school students drop out of school, and 60% of black dropouts have spent time in prison.
You're telling me people that's smart won't commit crimes. Do you know how many white-collar crimes go on all the time? You got fund managers, forensic accountants, auditors. What about Bernie Madoff? This motherfucker stole everybody's money. Kenneth Lay. Are you kidding me? These white-collar crimes, look at Jared, the subway dude, just got in trouble for molesting kids. That's not a crime? That's a crime. His fat ass was eating that subway and messing with little kids, bro. That ain't cool. They ain't even giving you really a 12-inch sandwich sub any motherfucking way. It's about 11 and a quarter or something. Crime and all that is going to happen regardless of if black people is doing it. It's just y'all get away with it more, and we are a target. Black people in America is a target. So of course there's going to be more black people in jail because we are targeted. We are picked on. We are watched. We are considered the ones that's going to do the crime, so there's going to be more of us in jail. But you're not watching a white man because you don't think he's doing nothing. So of course, he ain't going to jail as much as we going to jail. We do any little thing, we going to jail. Jared was fucking with kids for 2 years. You let a nigga do something 5 minutes later, he going to jail. And only time they not going to arrest us that quick is if it's black on black crime. Then they don't give a shit. They don't care about finding the killer.
By comparison, 5% of the white students have dropped out. These are the national figures according to Education Week. Like I said, I'm a white male born in America. There are some that will say that I'm not allowed to say this.
You not. Let's get that straight. You're not. You're not.
I don't care. I'm saying it. My life hasn't been perfect, but I was raised by two parents that made sure I got an education, and they wouldn't let me give up when I really wanted to. I was raised to believe that my life mattered.
I was raised by parents. Your parents wasn't slaves. They didn't go through the things that black parents go through. It's a whole nother comparison. You can't compare your life to the life of a black person and think it's okay to put this shit on TV. How you comparing your life to a black person's life? There's no way that can happen. Your parents and my parents is two different people. The most of the black parents that I know growing up, my age, our parents was all on crack. They was strung out, hit that shit. Of course we thought and felt like our lives mattered, but you look at the surroundings and the things we had and the things growing up around you, it make it feel like there's nothing left to live for. You can't compare your life to ours. Not every black person lived that hard life, but the majority of us did, bro. And you didn't. And the majority of white people don't. There's a few. They live that life because they hang with niggas, and so they get our, they get our problems. But that's their fault for hanging around us.
I was raised to believe that I could be anything I wanted to be.
Because you could. You can be anything you want to be. You white. You said it yourself at the beginning of this shit. You're a white man in a white America. That's the golden ticket. You said it. So of course you're going to be raised to believe that you can be anything you want because you can. You're white. We was raised to believe what we can be, of course, what we wanted to be. But most of the time, if you wasn't playing basketball or something like that, some entertainment, sports, football, you ain't getting out the ghetto. Come on, man. You ain't hearing me, though.
Black lives do matter. As do white lives, Hispanic lives, Syrian lives. All lives matter.
Shut the fuck up. Now you want to sugarcoat it and go off with something trying to sugarcoat it. If you're going to say something, Tom Becka, be a man and stand up and say what you mean. Don't try to sugarcoat it at the end, because all that don't matter now, what you saying now compared to what you just said. And I'm going to tell you like this, Tom Becka, I'm not into all that. You call me when it's time to rally and go to war, because that's what I'm into. Black lives do matter. Your segment is bullshit. It shouldn't even been allowed on TV. And it's a damn shame. Stuff like this is why we know people named Tom, you white, you don't need to be talking about Black Lives Matter. Because you're not black. You're Tom Becka, you're white, you're Tom. You're a Tom, you're Tom, you're Tom, you're Tom. You right, Tom. Black lives do matter. But you're not black. You can't wear one of these.
Black man kill a black man, that's cool, they loving that. Black man kill a white man, they sentencing him to death. White man kill a black man, they talk about self-defense. Break it down to manslaughter, if that with the evidence. And that's words from Soldier Slim. Mike Brown, they murdered him. Really, it's a tragedy what happened down in Ferguson. Right now, the verdicts in the justice system, really the justice system, systematically making just us victims but getting paid. It's all part of the objective. Accumulate enough and you can buy you an election. Tell me how I'm supposed to trust officers properly protect us when they overly aggressive. Property protectors not trying to be connected to communities they serving. They pop us or arrest us for any little purpose. Give profit to your prophet to be sending you your sermons, man. Get deep and I ain't even hit the surface.